Here we go, boys. Moonlight Summon number 26. Let me just open this thing real quick. After the Moonlight Summon, I'm gonna do... Oh, wow. Molegar Receipt. Alright, really good. That's the best thing you can get out of this thing. I'm gonna check the Mystic Summon Pool rotation and review the 2 weeks. And then I'm gonna check the Arena meta, the top 100. So let's begin here with the Moonlight Summon. Can I pull a Nat 4 plus? Let's see. I need to buy the Galaxy bookmarks. Alright. Please, game, please. Let's start with the daily summon here real quick. Let's go. There's so many like really good Nat 4-star Moonlight Summons that are amazing. 5-star, of course, that's the dream. But we'll see. Come on. Pop from the right, baby. Pop from the right. Do it. Oh, it's flashing. Come on. No, that's it. Dude. It's not possible. It's not possible. I have Shuri, watching Shuri already. I got 3 Assassin Sid, and this is my second Watcher Shuri. Like, why don't the game give me something else? Oh my god. This can't be. Okay, I got Shooting Star Catus. Solid. I got Celestial Mercedes, very solid. I got 3 Assassin Sid, and now that's the second Watcher Shuri. Yeah, that's what I got. My god, alright, let's move on here to the Mystic Summon. I mean, yeah, Watcher Shuri has a better speed memory imprint. Real quick, has a better speed memory imprint than Shuri, right? Oh, no. It's all slots beside itself, of course. Shuri actually has more, so I guess that's a memory imprint for Shuri. 2 speed. Yeah, something like that. Alright, let's go here. So, the pool here is actually the first week. Now, this week is really good. Well, if you need Bellona, of course. Bellona is super solid. You can use her in multiple areas of the game. So this week is Bellona and Iron Fan, and next week is Charlotte and Sigurd side. The thing with this rotation, of course, there's these 2 overpowered heroes. I mean, Crescent Moon Rin is really good, but I mean, Sage Bell and Seasons on in another league. He is a game changer. He's a game changer in PvP. You can cut in against the like speed teams. You just cut in after their boosters and you put them to you remove their buffs and you put them to sleep. Unless he takes 50% or more of his health, then he's gonna use skill 3 instead of using this. That's a way to counter him. But on this rotation, beside these 2 Moonlight heroes, yeah, Bellona, Iron Fan. Bellona is very good. Iron Fan, I mean, you're gonna use that mostly in Banshee, but it's not super exciting, really. I would say that overall, with the 4 stars and the 5-star hero, Sid, if you don't have him, he is amazing. Like a god, single target damage dealer. If you kill someone, he goes again. Can potentially kill 2 heroes. You can check my arena videos. I use him a lot. I mean, mostly in Guild Wars now, but actually in arena as well with Celestial Mercedes. You can check it out. He's amazing. He's amazing. Then you've got Aureus. Of course, like top tier artifact for Knight. It's a huge survival boost for your team, so you can get more copies or your first copy there. That's all good. Lots very solid Soul Weaver continues healing 15% of your health every tick. it's yeah, you can extend the duration by 2 turns as well. And is it the awakened form here? I thought this was continuous healing for 3 turns after awakening. Actually, yeah, this is not awakened. Let me just check real quick. Then you've got Purgus. Purgus is actually I got surprised by Purgus in the arena on defense. He can really pack a punch, and yeah, you see 3 turns on lots. Yeah, Purgus, I've seen it. One player use Purgus in arena, and I mean, he must have had some crazy gear on him, and I was unlucky because his passive triggered, right? This thing is powered up to it goes up to 30% chance, but if he counters that, that's an attack against your whole team on defense in arena. And then you've got this that attacks all again, and you can stun if they are below 30% health. It actually deals quite a bit of damage, like solid multipliers on him from what I saw. And this, well, decreased speed is nothing crazy, but still it's a debuff nonetheless. Then you've got yeah, Caladra is a good artifact. So first first copy, or you might want to limit break what you got. Sash Items, I use that on my my Shuri in PvP. As soon as I kill someone, it gives combat runes to my whole team. Then like you can do some really fun things with this. It doesn't stack anymore. It was nerfed, but still it can be used efficiently. Yeah, check my videos, Arena Guild Wars, if you want to see that in action. Crozet can be gained for free, but maybe you get him for memory imprint. Maybe you did not unlock him from connection. Of course, it's not. Yeah, you wouldn't be super excited about this pull. But really, like, for the other stuff, that's pretty solid, I would say. A really good week. Also, Jet, you can triple S memory imprint if you haven't yet. And also Rose Z, the combat readiness booster. That triple S memory imprint is definitely going to be helpful if you use him in your team. So yeah, very solid roster. Of course, the Iron Fan is not top tier. Now on the next week though, you've got Sigurd's Sight. Now this is an artifact right there. That thing is I mean, for some heroes it's completely broken. We've pretty much all fought martial artist Ken in the arena, and yeah, with Sigurd's Sight he becomes hell. Yeah, he's pretty much hell to deal with. So very good. Now you've also got Charlotte. You don't see her Charlotte in PvP much. But she's strong though. She's a knight, like okay survival, about the same as Charles. This is like, her kit is really interesting, but the most interesting thing is the soul burn effect on her. Skill cooldowns decreased by 2 turns for only 10 souls. After skill up, this thing is 3 turn, and this thing is 3 turn. You pop this thing, you soul burn this baby, and I mean, you can go forever with your skill 2 and skill 3 almost. I mean, not almost. You can do it. Initially, no, but then as you continue the battle, you're just gonna keep on going with your skill 2 and 3. And from what I heard, they have solid multipliers. They can deal a lot of damage, and this really packs a punch as soon as you have more focus. Yeah, double AoE, and then you've got a 35% chance to stun on each target for 1 turn. This is yeah, an AoE attack, so you're probably gonna get some stuns out of this, and also increase attack if they are above 50% health, or decrease their defense if they are below 50% health. That's a cool kit. Like she has multiple things going for her. Let's say you use her in Guild War, you could attack a target that is above 50% health, get the attack buff, and then continue on someone that is that you want to focus on, or you could pre-buff this way, and then yeah, I mean, and then you've got like sort of an execute phase below 50% health. 50% health. If you don't have someone that drops defense down, she does it, and then the next time she goes, oh baby, it's gonna hurt. So really cool kit. But yeah, you don't see her used too much. But she's actually quite powerful. Now, other heroes part of this rotation. Karen, very high damage dealer for Wyvern especially, but you can use her in multiple areas of the game. In PvP, like, you can combo, actually on auto she does it. Pop this thing, drops defense down, and then use this thing. Huge multipliers on these two, and this has, I believe, a 50% crit damage increase on that skill 3 as well. Some crazy amount of burst damage you can dish out, and only 10 soul for the burn on that. Karen, yeah, super solid hero. Surin, yeah, I mean, bleed queen, a lot of bleeding effect, and then she gets powered up. She just does insane damage the more bleed effects that are on the target. Also, her memory imprint is speed. You see her off sometimes in the arena, like they're trying to really power up the speed of, let's say, their combat readiness booster. Yeah, Surin is there sometimes. Clarissa, very solid cleaver. I've used her. That was my first hero that I built to cleave in arena, and she does a lot of damage. 50% chance to decrease defense here for 2 turns. That's good. But what's beautiful is that if you kill someone with 1 or 3, you've got that passive that does area damage again, and it's really beautiful to see happening, and that's a lot of burst damage. And she's a great farmer too. You can use her in Wyvern, not the best hero for Wyvern, but if you really like commit and build her, you can use her in multiple areas of the game, and that's what is truly great about heroes in this game. The ones that you can really like use in multiple areas of the game. Rin, I mean, she's solid. Like her kit. You've got decreased defense, you can remove buff, and you get random buff also on allies. And yeah, the dispelling on skill 1 is huge. You see her most often in Azimanak Hunt. Now, in the artifact department, yeah, Sigurd Side Godly, and then this thing, yeah, you don't really see that used. I guess you could use this on a defense in arena with a multiple knight setup. You would run this to decrease the damage taken from critical hits, but it's really rare that people would use that. Moonlight Dreamblade, I mean, if you have Violet, this is pretty much the dream if you fully limit break that thing, especially. But I mean, you can even stick that on your Roside, things like that. But on a Roside, I would use Labyrinth Cube in arena. You would get that's not the one. You have a chance to get combat readiness whatever one of the enemy's turn ends, so you can cut in if you get outsped. That's really strong. Wondrous Potion Vial is godly. That's 75% chance to dispel 1 debuff. At fully enhanced at plus 30, fully limit broken with 6 copies total. You feed 5 into 1. That is 100% chance to dispel 1 debuff from an ally beginning of the turn. Very strong, and it's 100% chance, so it's super reliable. But yeah, you need multiple copies for that. Mascot Hazel, if you use her, that's memory imprint for that. And Daydream Joker, I mean, you need a lot of Daydream Joker if you want to speed up your Wyvern runs, or I mean, even for Abyss. I mean, you could have 3 copies to plus 30 if you're going with 3 damage dealers in Wyvern, but I mean, 2 copies is already plenty though. Still, Daydream Joker, you will need a lot of copies. Yeah, you need, if you want 2 fully maxed out, you need 12. So that might take a while to gather up. And yeah, I mean, I would say that you should probably pull. If you don't have Bellona, the only downside is that Bellona, in terms of morale in raids and Labyrinth, her camping morale, the top teams are quite low. Like, it's like below 30, or it's not even 30, the max morale team with Bellona, I believe. Or if it's 30, it's very low 30 morale. Not strong there, but she definitely destroys in raid for sure. If you want to make it happen in Abyss and PvP, be it Arena, be it Guild Wars. As a farmer, especially with Bloodstone, that's what I use. She's godly. Oh my god, she's in Banshee, just pure destruction. In Azimanak Hunt, oh my, if you get her, like she's definitely a game changer. You should really be happy to have pulled her. So yeah, now I'm gonna move on to the arena meta. I think I talked enough about this. Yeah, that was pretty much it. So let's go here. What do we have? What do we have? Let's see. Oh, not here. Yeah, my defense been dropping. That's my defense. That's my defense. It's pretty cancerous. But yeah, I'm not gonna say more about that because every time I talk about my defense, looks like my my defense success rate is tanking. So I'm not gonna talk too much about it. It's enough that I show my stats in pretty much all my PvP videos. So yeah, all right. So in the top 100, we got Elu 12 that is using just one Moonlight hero. Every time I look at Elu 12, even like there's some weeks I saw him using 4 heroes, Ice, Earth, or Fire. And he was using triple knights for a while, but now since Dizzy came out, Dizzy is like everywhere. She's so good. Those debuffs are really a game changer. When you land them, it's really beautiful. Crimson Armin, so strong. She can carry Aureus. That immunity, that immortality, it's just too strong. It's just too strong. Wish I had her, but I don't. Like, that's really a game-changing hero to put on your defense. Makes things so much simpler. So yeah, Araminta, that stun and burn is just like, even if you get a bunch of effect resistance, I'm talking like 60, 80, 100, over 100 effect resistance, they can counter you with effectiveness. And yeah, I mean, she lands that stun, and that's really a big disruption already. But then you've got the damage from that, the direct damage, and then you've got to deal with the burn damage. It's ridiculous, really. And then she keeps on doing area damage. Really a hero that just destroys, like, just so much damage. It's ridiculous. And burn, actually, it's 60% of your attack and bypass 70% of your defense. It's really strong. It's twice as strong as bleeds, by the way. Ruel of Light, man, I wish I had some of these Moonlight heroes. God, they're strong. Charles, man, I have him on my second account, and I don't have him on my first, but I so wish I had him. On my second account, I have him with Elbrus Ritual Sword. I really want to dump some, like, put some really strong gear on him and give him a real shot, but I'm not at this stage just yet. Now, let's look at, like, is there a team with no Moonlight hero? It's very, very rare. It's very, very rare. Now with Dizzy, maybe I skip a team. Kayron is, I mean, he's a hero that you can't just like bring any group composition against. He's gonna go immortal. You have to like do something about it. Unable to be buff, debuff. Like Soul can sort of counter him. Like if you one-shot him with Soul, that doesn't work. Like he's gonna pop the immortality. If you haven't able to be buff, debuff, he's still gonna be left with 1 health. It's just the immortality buff is not gonna be there, but still with 1 health. Yeah, I don't know. You have to remove, apply unable to be buff, debuff. You have to like one-shot him and then use Sigurd. What's it called? Oh my God, what's the name of this artifact again? Uberius Tooth. If that triggers, it can kill him. But I actually tried recently and something didn't go to right about it. Like it didn't trigger. It didn't work. It didn't work. So I don't know what's up. Maybe you need to bring him to, I don't know, not one-shot him with the initial skill 3, and then you need to have the Uberius 2 trigger after that. That's going to be the thing that will kill him. It's really odd. Wait, what? What's a... There's a bug right here. Yeah. Threat 123324. That's someone that was in Tales of Aaron I was playing before. That's the game before Epic 7 that I was playing, and it's 3Touch. He was top player on that game as well. But yeah, just bugged out. It's weird. Okay, let's move on here. Just got carried away with the Kayron situation. So Dizzy everywhere, pretty much. Destina super strong counter against Dizzy, just clears all debuff, gives combat readiness for every debuff taken. I would say that if you're a mid to late game player, you're looking for a solid healer, you don't have Destina for your arena defense, she could be a good pick. Like, you could go and try to summon her. You don't see Destina with Ruel of Light paired together often, but there they are. So you've got here Cleave with Vildred. I mean, if you take Vildred out but you don't take Araminta, that's two big threats that you definitely have to take out. The pure Moonlight team here. Oh my. That is crazy. That is crazy. Corvus, man, he can have so much health. I mean, there's probably some like 30,000 health Corvus out there, or very close to that, around 30,000. Just ridiculous hero. Pretty much any Moonlight natural 5-star I would be glad to pull. Besides Specimen Says, I don't know what I would do with him. That he's too situational. The other ones, like, I can definitely use in somewhere. I mean, Specimen Says that's so much investment, Molagora and all that for limited usage, and then with all the immunity going on, it's it would be hard to do a setup with him to kill. It's like some people, and when you go check the review for a hero, they just talk about they're just saying that Watcher Shuri is just better. Like, he doesn't need a setup. You just like use that skill 3, target is dead, thank you, bye bye. That's pretty much it. Yeah, Destina is showing up a lot. Now this is like a defense team with a Roside for giving speed buff to the team, and going first probably to have that Dizzy drop the debuff, maybe even Kral landing defense buff for the team, something like that. Let's see. Martial artists can, like, just quickly want to go over the list. There used to be so many martial artists can in the list, but yeah, if you notice, it's he's not showing up that much anymore. Not showing up that much anymore. Before that, if you had martial artists can, you would just like bring some support heroes. You just keep him alive, and I mean, he's just gonna destroy the enemy team, and then like, if you can't kill him, he's just gonna solo your whole team. That's how it's gonna end up. Like, Spectre, Tenebria, man, you kind of have to deal with the other team members if you cannot kill her from area damage. And as her teammates die, she gets defense and attack 10% with skill ups per ally that die, and she does a lot of damage, man. You can make her like quite well, you need to make her a bit tanky so she doesn't die from cleave damage, but if you have Aureus on your team, you can make her pretty high on offense, and she's gonna deal so much damage. And yeah, if you can't take her out, if she's the last member to die on the enemy team, you're probably dead by then if you reach that point. Martial artists can. I mean, there was more Chairons before, even some Violets, but I mean, Vandal Cirque, my god, what was his name? He played Tales of Aaron. He was we were in the same guild. Sorry, man, I forgot what your name was in Tales of Aaron, but it's not Vandal Cirque. Yeah, he was actually in the guild I'm in now at TWT, but he switched. Yeah, we're not strong enough in Guild Wars. But yeah, still a lot of fun. Check out my Guild Wars Guild War video. Almost 40 of them out. Another, well, no, martial artist can, but yeah, Dizzy is definitely showing up often. I thought there'd be more ML Bell, but I wonder, is it because they don't have him, or it's just not working out for them? I feel like all of the top players, most of them should have him. The issue is that he came after ML Araminta, and a lot of players went for Araminta, so they're like, yeah, I mean, do I just go all in on that ML Bell as well? Some of them have been saving Mystic, the Mystic summons for a while, and then like they dumped them on Araminta. I mean, there's players that just buy all the packs for the Mystic summons. They really like buy all of them, and they just save until they get they see something that's meta changing. Yeah, I'm free to play, so nothing. That's not how I proceed. I just see something I like, go for it. Of course, better to save for a meta changing hero, but yeah, it's hard to save. Sometimes there's some heroes that show up that are really tempting. Yeah, Mel Bell, man, he's wow, like he's been there for like 10 teams in a row almost. But it's all about like disrupting the enemy team. If he puts them to sleep, that's good enough. Like they're wasting their turns, buying time until that arena damage starts to stack to crazy levels. And when a target is slept, you have, from what I know, pretty sure you have 100% crit chance against that target. Yeah, it's a good mix of Moonlight heroes mostly. If there was a team that didn't run Moonlight heroes beside Vandalsurg, I did not notice. That's Kitty Clarissa right there. Another one here. I heard some players were running her with super high speed, and they would use her to counter ML Araminta. Like you would have super high effect resistance on her, and like if ML Araminta went, I guess they would not make her super fast because you kind of want her to go after like an Araminta or a Combat Readiness Booster plus Araminta or whatever. So she can just take the what is it? She removes 2 turns of debuff duration, so she removes all the burn and she removes the stun as well. Super strong. But you need to build her right, and she needs so much effect resistance to pull it off. But yeah, she could just run with immunity and don't have to. It's about like during the course of a battle, if you have effect resistance, that's way more powerful than immunity, but you really have to invest in the substats department, or yeah, you gotta go for that effect resistance ring. But top players, they're running like 100 effect resistance plus. I don't know if they're running that on all their heroes, but it's so strong that they probably are, depend on what the team composition is. I mean, a Kayron would probably not be running that if he was paired with someone that revived, for example. But even like some team runs something really defensive, and then they've got like an offensive hero, and I mean that Kayron, if you don't counter him, he's got an extra chance, and also you got that ML Bell to disrupt here. Yeah, you gotta change your group composition to counter this Kayron, and you can only bring 4 heroes, so speed team here with Judith. Yeah, Judith is the combat readiness booster on that, and yeah, getting that memory imprint from Shuri as well. That's a lot of speed. It's 14 at triple S. A violet. A violet, finally. And the Crow is so good. I mean, if he carries Aureus, he's taking damage over time. He's taking damage, and then even if you ignore him, you see that bug is there again. There's like Xiao is like showing up in 79 and 80. Yeah, even if you ignore Crow with Aureus, he is taking damage from the redirect damage portion of Aureus, so he eventually drops below 50% health if the rest of the team is tanky, and then he uses that skill 3, which with super high health, he's gonna like potentially like one-shot one of your team member, and this can repeat itself all over if you you can't kill the rest of the team members. And also he's got the defense buff, or team-wide defense buff. The provoke can be quite annoying sometimes too. And pretty sure he reduced combat readiness when he uses skill 2 with that defense buff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. A lot of Araminta. God. Man, Cartuja would almost feel like he's got that 100% evasion chance, but when you face him, you can pop him, you can kill him on turn 1. He doesn't have that 100% evasion chance for every turn he goes. Every time he goes, that 100% chance evasion comes back, and then you hit him, you're gonna miss, he's gonna evade, and then the next time you attack him, he's not gonna evade unless his team-wide 15% evasion chance triggers on him. Then like, yeah, you can just be super unlucky and he can keep on evading, and that's so cancerous. Really annoying to deal with, especially paired with Violet. You don't see those two paired up in Arena anymore that much. It's mostly in Guild Wars. But yeah, and Moonlight, Dreamblade on Violet are very, very strong. Destina, I mean, Destina is not... you're not seeing her as much in top 100 as before. I guess these players have been getting more and more Moonlight heroes. Yeah, Destina and Ruel together, you don't see that too often too, so they're running like Ruel instead of her. Or, I mean, the thing is, they probably have so much effect resistance that she loses strength, because since they have so much effect resistance across all their heroes, there's not going to be too much debuffs landing on them, so she's not gonna boost the combat readiness of the rest of the team by 15% per debuff. So yeah, she does lose value in super high-end PvP, but that's some crazy gear that you need there. Oh, Excelki, he is running no Moonlight hero, same as Vandosirk. Well, congratulations to them. Yeah, Cecilia is super good. She's very good. But there's Craw in there as well. So Craw could be wearing Aureus, and Cecilia could be running well, another Knight artifact. She could even be running Elber's Ritual Sword, but I mean, she could be running that one that reduces crit damage as well to up the team survival. Or yeah, I'm not quite sure what she would be running exactly. I don't know, on the Aureus artifact, if you guys know, the defense part of it, the passive defense buff of 10%, it must stack, right? So they could be running Aureus on both, but it's not gonna split the redirect damage onto both. I don't know how it's gonna work exactly, so let us know in the comment section if you've tested it, if you know the answer to that. But yeah, if Aureus actually stack, man, that's crazy. You can, yeah, the double or triple Knight setup is super powerful. I can just check the artifact in a second here, but yeah, it's natural 5-star Moonlight heroes. They are everywhere in the top 100. Some of the 4-star one, like especially Crimson Armin, ML Armin, she is just so game changing. Just like that immortality for one turn, that alone, man. And even if you bring debuff removal, they can have super high effect resistance and just straight up resist your dispel. You can just resist it, and they're gonna keep that immunity, that immortality, and all that. So yeah, Cartuja. There's not that many ML Acatus. Not many of those. But it's about like even on Dizzy, I doubt they go full on damage. It just doesn't work on defense. You just build her with super high effectiveness and as much speed as possible, and she's just gonna keep on disrupting the enemy team with the debuff. It's about getting the enemy to just die from your arena damage, I believe. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Even DN, you don't see her too often, but look at the top players right now. It's like she's there in multiple composition. Let me just check real quick here. Across the top 100, it's probably 7, 8 so far. Like this must be like 10 DN. There's a few of them. That anti-crit buff, man, is super annoying. I don't think they run her for the attack buff in most teams. I mean, there's no ML Araminta in there. There's Dizzy. Dizzy's there. But I don't think they're running Dizzy with like super high damage. She's just gonna die. She's just gonna die. But that turn 1 is really important though. Like if they're getting cleaved and that Dizzy goes first, if you build her with super high speed, she's not gonna have that much offensive power though. Because you need to like balance your stats. She needs to lance those debuff, and they have super high effect resistance. Depends what they're attacking with though. But there's quite a bit of DN in the top 100. Probably 25 so far. Yeah. There's all kinds of teams. But really, like, non-Moonlight teams are very, very rare. I only saw 2 players in this top 100, and it's not the end of the week yet. It's 3 days, 13 hours left. So yeah, and finally, let's just check Aureus real quick. Oh my god, this video is much longer than I thought it would be. It's okay. Let's see. So Aureus, oh, Knight. There it is. So increase defense of all allies by 10% and take 20% of the damage suffered by them. Does not overlap with an artifact providing the same effect. So what doesn't overlap? There's a comma and then N. So the defense portion should not stack because it says it doesn't overlap. But I thought maybe the redirection part would not overlap. The strongest Aureus would be the carrier of the strongest Aureus would be the one taking the redirect damage. And if they both were the same enhancement level, maybe it's assigned randomly, or I don't know how it's figured out who will take the damage. But let's say one of the first knight dies, right? Then, I mean, the second Aureus carrier will still provide the defense buff and will be the one now taking the redirect damage. So you can still run 2 Aureus, but if you bring like something like Adamant Shield, that's 16% crit damage reduction, I guess everything helps. This can allow you to survive this crazy cleave damage coming your way, or you could have Hilag Lance. I mean, single attacks, you're not gonna be targeting the knights most of the time, so there's a lot of single attacks from so many different heroes in the game. So yeah, that knight could be cycling through his skills faster, like that Cecilia with Hilag Lance gonna be cycling through her kit faster, and she can really disrupt the enemy team with what she's got. So that's a really strong artifact for knights, of course. So it's probably a combination of Aureus and Hilag Lance in first, but if they're running triple knights, it depends. They're not running Adamant Shield really. It's probably just Holy Sacrifice to be annoying. A Crow with Holy Sacrifice, man, like he could use skill 3 and then he like dies later on, and then he comes back, and then he uses skill 3 again. He could win like that. So yeah, and like on Charles, Elbrus Ritual Sword, super strong. I mean, if they want to be really cancerous with their survival, I guess they could be running Noble Oath. Its defense increase and effect resistance. They wouldn't rely too much on the effect resistance on that, but some of the knights might be running that if on a double or triple knight group composition. I'm really curious what they are actually running. But yeah, I mean, it has to be some of these artifacts. They're just like, I pretty much listed all of them. But Aureus is definitely the top one. It's just that redirect damage is so big if you get cleaved down. So you better put that on a crow that can actually do something about it and come back with a skill 3 to one-shot your hero. Anyways, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Astranox. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe for more. Press the bell icon for to be notified whenever I release a new video. And check out my other videos. They should be showing up on the screen now. Arena, Guild Wars playlist, and also guides, tips, and how-tos, and Abyss Floor 62+. So yeah, alright, check those out. Subscribe. Peace out.